don't generally like to do this, but I'm hurting for something to find out there today on Monday. Usually CNBC would get you out there.
Why don't you go ahead and step out for me, okay?
Well, we're on the universal speed
crashed.
limit.
You mean, where are you? Where do you think you are?
I mean, what is it? I mean, we gotta have it. We gotta have it. I'm not gonna get the hell out of my house. You're not gonna get out of your house.
For me, dear.
We're not gonna work her insurance numbers for this. We're not gonna do any of those things. And at the basic reason, that's where this comes up. Are there sectors and situations why the value could be taught in high school for the Grangian standard model? Absolutely. Does it help this guy put somebody next to him that's going to make sure by math that they can handle the test?
Like many of the other videos that
There's a lot of reasons I may not pass it, but that's not the point. That's not what I do. I'm probably not going to get to drive around in a Blue Angel F22. It's fine. It's fine. This being my driver, and when my wingman gets over here and asks the question, I want to be able to provide an answer for him, because that would be kind of where that is. That's fine. I have no problem with that, because this is the NBA player that actually passed the test and took the shots and did those things, but we know it's not that true, is it? It's like we got a lot of people out here from age demographics that decide they want to start, but regionally you'll have communities. There's obviously going to be a hell of a lot easier to get an academy over in a city than it's going to be out in the sticks.
The officer will confiscate that person's driver's license.
You know, and when people stop doing those things, we got to find a way to be able to take that person's moral license away. Concealed carry that they pack in their pocket. You know, we obviously know that there are things about hypnotism out there for certain cases that you must be careful of. They don't have to have the degree. You know, some piece of paper that says they can hypnotize you and do things at the corner of the car based on laws is like being in the stone mill. I have nobody to represent my time fraud case. I have no clue other than going into the law, charging the lawyer inside here with no representation that I'm about to make the right move, but I already have to have a counsel here for something I didn't do. Something that there's no real defined math problem for, to say, hey, did you file into these situations about what time fraud is? I'm sure it's here. I just got to listen to the squeaky. And you go about that. Obviously that's risky. Do we have training for those things? Did you feel comfortable with that training as a standard general to what would be out there? Because why wait for the skid steer video or the team to come through to drive you around a bunch of fucking cones when this is where you will be every day? And that test will not. This being the same test. It's congruent. You take a timeline, you do a thing. Well,
I hope you learned something. And I'll talk to you.
You know, obviously, this is simple enough.
Where are you from?
Drunk driver from either last night or the night before, 4th of July weekend.
How we doing, dear?
You know, this is the kind of things that we allowed for math to have happen. 4th of July for freedoms on stress, anxiety, you know, maybe stuff about, you know, military personnel that does, but because of it, it makes a density difference in this fog out here by just existing. I'm not saying it's good, I'm not saying it's bad. You have to understand the math. That's going to be 1, 0, -1. Over seasons, when the time changes, over every year when we make this calc about how many drunk drivers we get on the 4th of July. About what taxation representation comes through when somebody gets pissed off and I'm like, oh, well, we're canceling 4th of July because the numbers are way off the mark. And you were going to say, defund the police? It's just ridiculous.